Now then, welcome back to the channel. It's Sean from Hot Tools. Anyway, it's Saturday, just gone 12:05, something like that, and I've just got a call out. Truck at one of our customers, his brakes are pulling one side, so we're going to shoot over there, have a quick look at that. I wasn't working today, but it's a call out, so we'll go and do that anyway. And yeah, let's get over there and let's have a look what's going on. Right, so I've got to get this one with brakes pulling to one side, so I think first thing we'll do is we'll give it a road test and take it from there. And then best way to do this situation is give it a road test, and then you know what's what, don't you? So let's crack on and do that. Out at yard there, and just before I got to the gates, but just give it a good dab at about 10 mile an hour. And yeah, I couldn't really feel much then, but what we'll do, give it a run down the road, get it up to like 35, 40, and then just start doing a bit of braking, see where that takes us from there. Like, hopefully, fingers crossed, not too bad. I just had a quick look through wheels, and pads look alright. Quite new pads on it actually. Discs look alright. So just looking now, we're at 30 mile an hour. There's nothing behind us. So what we'll do, we'll just get this straight piece of road here. Let go of steering wheel. And yeah, basically that's braking in a straight line there. So we'll get it a bit faster. We'll come out to the turn right, up through the traffic lights here, up to the next set of traffic lights, which is the A580. We'll go down the A580 with it, get it up to like 50 odd mile an hour, then we'll start doing some braking and see. But what I probably will do, we'll jack the front end up, make sure there's no caliper sticking or anything like that. If need be, take the wheels off, back the brakes off, just check the calipers are sliding alright. Brake then, it seemed alright. So yeah, right, let's go to A580 and see what's going to happen there and see if that's going to make any difference or no difference at all. I have had these before where drivers said it's pulling and it's been tyres cammering off on edges, but looked at these tyres, they looked alright. And I've also had it with drivers braking and the camber at road pulled struck slightly as well, depending on the camber. So yeah, get it down here, get up to a bit of speed, and then see what's what with it. Just let go of the steering wheel there, nothing, stayed in a perfect straight line when I was braking. Granted, I was only doing like 5-10 mile an hour braking, but we'll get it opened up here and see. So we're up to 50 mile an hour now, and past these wagons at this lane there. Checking my mirrors. Nothing behind me. I've got the steering wheel, it's still in a straight line. We'll start braking now. Started braking then, it was slightly pulling to the right, nothing to be overly concerned with really, but it didn't feel like it coming off the front brakes, that it felt like it was coming from the back end. If it makes sense, it does to me. I don't know about everybody else who's watching. It felt like the back end was supposed to go like that. So I don't think it's a fault on the front brakes. I think it's possibly going to run the back brakes, slightly sticking maybe, or caliper slightly sticking. What I am going to do here, to be 100% sure, I'm going to jack every wheel, possibly just make sure there's nothing tight, everything's free running. With being a braking issue, you need to be 110% sure everything's perfect, because you can't mess about with brakes. Two things on a truck you never mess about with: brakes and steering. Yeah. What I have noticed then comes that roundabout, what I did was I didn't leave it till the last minute before I started braking, but I left it a lot later than I would normally brake, and I braked a bit harder than I usually would. So I was going up to a roundabout just to see, and slightly was something, felt like a bit of a pull-in. It certainly weren't off the front axle that was pulling, it was more from the back end that was pulling across. So yes, what I would say there is, under normal braking conditions, it doesn't seem to be pulling really. It's more harsh braking that it seems to pull. So get it back into the yard now, get it jacked up, just check them all, make sure everything's all good. Yeah, so what we'll do now, get some overhauls on, get some bottle jacks, some wheel chocks, get the wheels chocked, get it jacked up, and we'll just try them all, make sure every axle's free, and if not, then we can start investigating why not. So yeah, let's get on and do a bit. Right, so what I've done there, I've jacked it up, spun the wheel, it's nice and free, and then what I've done, going to open the brake chamber, you can just rock them a slight bit, which means it's moving up caliper. So what I'll do, I'll just grab camera, show you underneath, and then you can see exactly what I'm looking at when I'm under there. Yeah, so I was saying it's jacked up there, just so I rotated it. Let's check the disc. Rotating it again now, check the disc on the inside, which all looks to be good. You can see it's spinning nice and freely itself. I'm not actually turning it now. But then if you get hold of the caliper, you can just, you probably can't see on the camera, but I can see it there, you can just slightly move it, which means it's just moving up sliders. So that one's not seized up. So what we'll do, we'll get jack down, jack that side up, see what that looks like. So what I'll do now, I'll go check the disc on the other side. From what I can see from it, it look perfectly fine anyway, but I'll just rotate it so you can see all the disc. That's spinning nice and freely again, and then we'll jack up the drive axle and check that one. Now the only thing I have noticed is the back pads are getting due for relining, so I can't see that being the issue with it. However, I'm not sure when it's due a service, so it may be a good practice just to realign that back axle as well while we're here, just to be on the safe side that we know it's right. So, right, let's go on to drive axle. Let's get that jacked up. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that one, that's spinning freely. So we'll jack the other side up now, check that one. Yeah, you can see that one's spinning freely as well. So what I will do, I'm going to, just a matter of course, I'm just going to jack front axle up and check that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it up front like, but yeah, we'll drop that down and jack front axle up I think now. And I'm tempted just to take a wheel off on rear steer and just check them pads properly. It's a bit deceiving how low they are. They might not be as low as they look. Sometimes when you actually take the wheel off, there's plenty of meat on them, but when you're looking through the gap, it's bad to see. So yeah, let's jump under the front and have a look at them ones. I'll put the handbrake back on now, because on these Econics, the handbrake's on axle 2 and 3. So if we jack the front axle up, there's no handbrake on that, so the wheels can spin freely. Right, let's do that. See that front wheel there's looks this wagon's backed up. As you can see there, that front wheel's spinning nicely through as well, so not too concerned about that one. Just check the other side and then we'll jump on between drive axle and steer axle and just check pads on drive axle. Yeah, as you can see, that's nice and free as well. If it was a seized up caliper, it wouldn't spin like that. You'd struggle to spin it, to be fair. So we'll drop that down. Right guys, so just in between the rear steer and the drive axle. So from this position here, I can see the brake disc and everything. Let's get the torch. As you can see, the brake disc and everything looks fine on that disc. The other side looks fine. I look for this gap here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can see the brake pads on the drive axles. So the actual brake pads on the drive axle are brand new. So what I'm going to do, just a matter of course now, I'm just going to remove the rear wheels on the rear steer and just check them pads, because they are getting down. So it's bad to tell when you're looking through the wheels sometimes at the pad that's closest to you. So once this driver stops backing up, no, these are buggers, aren't they, wagon drivers? Anyway, as I was saying, so whip them wheels off back axle, just double check them to make sure 100% sure. Just said I'm happy with it then. And then to be fair, it only braked under very harsh braking, and that could have been the camber of the road or anything like that that caused that. Normal braking, normal speeds, it was perfectly fine. But they did say in the office here, the driver said it only did it a couple of times towards the last half hour of his shift. Now, well, I'm not saying the driver was heavy braking or harsh on his brakes or anything like that, but to me, that driver's done the right thing by reporting it, even if there's no fault as such, because like I said previously, you don't mess about with brakes and steering on anything. So we'll get this back axle jacked up now and we'll get that looked at, just to be on the safe side. Right, that's what we'll do now. Whip them both wheels off both sides, just double check them pads. They should be alright, but they're just getting long, like I say, you can't see them properly. So for the sake of 5 minutes, I'd rather whip wheels off and know we're good. Right, so look at the pads on this side, loads of meat on them. But what I find, I struggle to see that pad sometimes. I did put my finger through the hole and I could feel it, but there's loads of meat on them. Let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, what I'm going to do, if you look, the pad don't look that bad. And you look at the bottom, the pads are actually shot at, so I don't think that's what's making it pull. Possibly could be, but you'd think it pulled to the left, not to the right, but with this side that faulty, so we'll throw a set of pads in, it's got safe side. So you do 8mm socket onto the adjuster, and then you can wind it off there. It's at this point the adjuster snaps. I'm saying it's at this point the adjuster snaps off. And job's a nightmare. You can see then a slip caliper, it's not tight on its slides around. So once that's backed off, undo that, pull the bar out, and your pads come out then. Dead simple. So we'll crack on and get that done. Need to back it off a bit more. That's it. Backed off rest of it. Pads just set in nicely there. So then what you do, your 3 metal clips on. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then put your bar back in, your locking nut. Then it's just a case of adjusting up. So you wind your adjuster clockwise till the wheel won't turn, and then all I do then is back it off half a turn, and there you go. That's it. Then once you've done that, little black bung or red bung or whatever colour that comes with the pads, you pop that in where the adjuster is, and that keeps all the nasties out. So job's going at that. So what we'll do now, front wheel back on, and top wheels up, take jacks out, and hopefully it shouldn't be so bad. Now then, you look at these pads on this side, look how much meat's left on them. It's criminal, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you can see that on camera properly or not. Yeah, you can. Look how much meat's left on them. They're like 70% one, something like that. Look at that one pad on the other side, which seems to all broke up, and the line is coming away. I'll show you more detail in a minute, but I think that might have been the issue, to be honest with you. Anyway, it was due for pads on that side. This truck works 6-7 days a week, and it's serviced on nights. So met the night lads, easier, a bit easier is servicing it, because we don't see them till like 5, half 5 at night when they get in. So I'm back to Charlie. So what we're going to do, we're going to come here, pick it up, take it back to Charlie, service it, fetch it back, drop it off, ready for going out at 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, right then, let's get them wheels back on, get it torqued up, and then I think we'll give it another road test just to be 100% sure it's right, and then jobs are good. If it still pulls slightly on a road test again, we'll have to delve a bit deeper and see what's going on, but I'm pretty confident it should be alright now. So yeah, wheel on, let's be doing. Right, so that's them pads changed, wheel torqued up. Just need to do a torque tag for it. I'm just gonna give it a road test now and make sure everything's all right. I think it should be good at that light, but yeah, we'll see. We'll get it on East Lancs there, get up to 50 mile an hour or whatever, and behind us, behind us, we'll give it some harsh braking and see what we find then. Come on. Yeah, I just fairly stamped on them then. Got up to 40 mile an hour stamped on them and nothing. Whereas before I did that at the same point, you could just feel a slight bit of something. But now, whether the efficiency's been down because of that pad, I really don't know. If anybody does know, hit me up in the comments, let me know. And yeah, see, the trainer thought where it was. I'm gonna take it out again now, and it's not better. What I'm gonna do, run it back to our yard at Chorley, throw it up brake tester, and that time we've got any imbalance or anything like that. But fairly braking there, and there's nothing at all. So yeah, hopefully we've done a thing and fixed it. Now Mercedes do two gearboxes in these. You can have the power shift, which this has got, or the Allison gearbox. Now basically the power shift is just Mercedes automated Mercedes gearbox, and they're not a patch on Allison gearbox. I'll tell you now, they're not a patch. 12-speed box with the Allison's only 6, and yeah, to drive, I must admit I do prefer the Allison. That's what I'm doing now, so we'll be able to see, is you can alter the gear change yourself. So instead of letting it do it itself, you can do it. And what I do when I set off, if you knock the stalk up twice, go up 2 gears, so it like sets off in 3rd, which it's doing now. And I've just knocked it twice, 5th, twice again, 7th, twice again to 9th. So obviously loading will be a different story, I'd have thought. When they're empty like this, it's easy to do what I'm doing, I think. So they're in 12th gear now, it's just doing 40. So just set the traffic lights on red, so let's just hit them brakes. Nothing, you'll be able to see your on camera at steering wheel. If it's pulling to the right, you'd expect 16 will go like that, but it's not, nothing at all. The only thing you could see there, me just nudging the steering wheel a bit to the left because the road bears round to the left a bit there. But yeah, no wrong with that. Right, so we're going back up to this roundabout now. Leaving it a bit late again to brake. What we're going to do, we're going to fairly slap them on now. Nothing. Perfectly straight line at that. So no on the wheel there, fairly braking, it's not pulling any direction whatsoever. So yeah, like I said before, it was very slight, something and nothing really. But show you the pads when we get back to the van. It's amazing how just one pad just won't itself down like it does. Whether the caliper has had to do it sticking, but it's certainly free when I put pads in it, then get over it and slide it about. Who knows? Or it's had something stuck in caliper, some debris off something or whatever. You never know, do you? Literally be anything that's caused it. Anyway, we'll get this back and then we'll write a torque tag out for it, let driver know the back wheels have been off, and you can re-torque it on Monday, and then job's right, jobs are good. then, so road test on that. I'm happy with that. It drove pretty well actually. So all I've got to do now is one of these torque tag. So basically all you do, you put in the position of the wheels that you've took off, company name, where you're from, what you've torqued it up to, mileage, time, date, and then the driver, once he's torqued it, fills that bit out. They file it. So yeah, which is all good. But yeah, so it's a nice little Saturday job that, really, to be fair. Not too bad at all, really. Hopefully that'll be it for the weekend, and can rest the weekend off, because it's the 10th today, isn't it? Tomorrow I am going to go bowling with my children, which should be quite good fun, because we've not been and done anything for a while, so we should enjoy that. And yeah, all is good in the world. So I haven't said it before, I'm going to say it again. Please like, sub and subscribe if you like the video. If you don't, well, don't like, subscribe. Please use that, isn't it? And next week, Monday, I'm in the workshop Monday. Breakdown dependent. I'm getting the breakdowns, I was going out to do them, but I did one the other day. Wouldn't regen. Anyway, diagnosed it down to the fuel metering valve that injects the diesel into the exhaust for the regeneration. The pressure was down at 1 bar, which is nowhere near enough pressure, and it was flagging a fault for it anyway, I'll text her. So I've ordered one of them. That's now come, so I've got that to fit Monday. I've also got an air service finish off that I did yesterday, and a brake fault. So that's that, yeah. Anyway, let's get this torque tag in this cab, and then driving all his wheels have been off. And that's it. One torque tag hung up on the door for the driver, ready. Right, I'm going to show you something now. I was always taught prevention is better than cure. Well, so I was taught, whether it's true or not, I really don't know. But as I come into the yard, I noticed this truck's got its lights on. Now, that's a flat battery on Monday morning, anyone's stated it. So hopefully it's unlocked. Yes, it is. I'm going to turn the lights off. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Because that truck just come in as I was about to go out on a road test. So yeah, that's certainly been a flat battery Monday morning for him, and nobody wants one of them, do they? And I must say it before I say it again, my van looks absolutely amazing with these light bars on.